This orientation video will introduce you to the Office of Community Engagement and Services online volunteer registration system, the Online Engagement System. The video will walk you through Step 1, creating a profile in the Online Engagement System, and Step 2, selecting a service learning placement and requesting transportation. For this section of the video, you will want to open another browser window and follow along. We recommend using Firefox or Internet Explorer. Safari and Google Chrome are not compatible with the Online Engagement System. Go to www.miamioh.edu/ENGOPP. This system is created by Miami University, so you simply need to log on with your Miami unique ID and password. Please note that even if you have previously used the Online Engagement System for another service learning course or volunteer program, you will still need to log in and update your interested program as shown in the next few slides. Upon logging into the system for the first time, you will see one of the two welcome messages below. It does not make any difference which screen you see. You should click on Personal Information on the left-hand menu. If you have never used the Online Engagement System before, you will see a message that reads, "You are new to this system. Please click here to enter your personal information." If you have used the Online Engagement System before, you will see your personal information listed as shown in this slide. Even if you are new to the system, it is likely that some of your personal information will already be filled in since this system is linked to your Miami Unique ID. Click on Edit in the lower right-hand corner. Please review all pre-filled information to ensure that it is correct and fill in all other boxes. Under Interested Program, you must select the appropriate service learning course. This system is utilized by Miami's regional campuses as well, so be sure not to select anything with regional, MUH, or MUM listed. For example, if you are in EDT 190, make sure you select EDT 190 Service Learning, not EDT 190 MUM Service Learning. For students who are enrolled in multiple service learning courses, you cannot select more than one class at a time. Therefore, for this part of the process, just select one of the service learning courses you are enrolled in this semester. We will cover how to select multiple service learning placements later in the video. At the bottom of the page, under Other Info, there is a question that reads, "Are you signing up for Adopt-a-School in connection with an academic course?" This is not intended for students in service learning courses coordinated by the Office of Community Engagement and Service. Therefore, you should select No. You can leave the course name and professor name blank. You can, however, fill out the last box, which asks about foreign languages. Once you have filled in all the boxes, click Save. You may see a message that instructs you to wait 3 business days to be approved. Since service learning courses are on a specific timeline, this message does not apply to you. All service learning students will be approved for registration on September 12th at 5:00 p.m. You can now close the other browser window. This portion of the video will walk you through selecting a placement and requesting transportation. After 5 p.m. on September 12th, you can log back into the Online Engagement System to select your service learning placement. Click on Available Placements in the left-hand menu to see all placements that are available for students in your course. Let's assume that this student is enrolled in both EDP 201 and EDT 190. She needs to select 2 placements for the spring semester. Because she initially registered as an EDT 190 student, she will see only those placements when clicking on Available Placements. For the purposes of this orientation video, we have only made a few placements viewable. Note that on this page, I am able to sort placements by site and day. As a service learning student, you will not want to utilize the program or area of interest menus on the right-hand side. In order to view more information about the placements, you want to click on Select Placement. This does not mean that you are committing to this placement. You are only selecting it to review additional information about it. Here I can see that this placement is at Marshall Elementary School in Oxford, that the teacher I would be working with is Emily Oliveira, and that the time of the placement is from 9:15 to 10:15 a.m. If I read the placement requirements, I will see that this placement is small group tutoring, one-on-one tutoring, reteaching, and catching up absent students. Also note that transportation time is not included in the placement time. That means that I will most likely need to leave campus 15 minutes prior to my placement time and will return 15 minutes afterwards. This, of course, depends on the transportation schedule that is developed once all students have submitted their request for transportation. This is how you will tell us whether or not you would like to use transportation provided by the Office of Community Engagement and Service. You must check the Need Transportation box if you want to be scheduled for transportation. If you do not select this box, you can still select the placement, but we will not schedule you to use one of our vehicles. Let's go back and take a look at some other placements. You can click on the back button on your browser or go back to Available Placements. Next, we'll take a look at the Talawanda Middle School placement on Thursday afternoons. Again, the teacher has entered some specific information about his volunteer request. This is an after-school program focused in math that would be working with 10 to 15 sixth grade students. Let's say that our student is interested in selecting this placement and requires transportation. She would click on the Need Transportation box and then Assign Placement. You will notice that Talawanda Middle School service placement has disappeared from our menu and is now viewable under My Placements. If at some point she chooses to cancel this placement, she would simply click here under Cancel Placement and Save Changes. But for now, we will leave this placement assigned to our student. Next, she will go back to Personal Information, click on Edit, and switch her interested program to the other service learning course that she is enrolled in, EDP 201. Now she can view the available placements for that course. Let's take a look at this Talawanda High School placement on Monday mornings. Again, a brief description about the placement and a note about transportation. Because this placement is at 7:20 in the morning, before the Office of Community Engagement and Service opens, there is no transportation provided for this placement. If she selects this placement, she will have to drive herself. Because our student doesn't have a car, she won't choose this placement. Let's go back and look at other available placements. Let's take a look at the Schroeder High School placement in Cincinnati. Again, this placement includes a description about the site and the program, including how many students are involved and what grades. It also notes that tutors who choose this placement will have the opportunity to work with a teacher or instructor assisting students in one-on-one or small groups in a variety of subject matters. Note that the online engagement system lists this placement from 2:30 to 6:30 p.m., but that the actual placement time is 3:30 to 5:30. That is because the Office of Community Engagement and Service factors in travel time for all placements outside of Oxford. Also note that for this placement, a background check is required. Additional information about background checks will be covered in the Policies and Procedures orientation video. Our student would like to select this placement, so she will click on the Need Transportation box and then Assign Placement. Now, if we go over to My Placements, she can see both of her placements, the one for EDP 201 and her other placement for EDT 190. There is no approval process for placements. Once you have selected them and they appear in My Placements, those are the placements that you are assigned to for the semester. You can add and drop placements anytime up until 8 a.m. on Friday, January 25th. After that, you are committed to whatever placements you have selected for the duration of the semester. This ends the online engagement system orientation video. Please remember to complete the accompanying quiz prior to moving on to the Policies and Procedures video.